Hello and welcome to my review of the Space Marine Heroes model, Brother Remus. He's right here. This is series 1 of the Space Marine Heroes collection, and it's my series of videos covering all of the Space Marine Heroes models. So as always, one of these models will cost you £5. It's a blind buy system where you buy a box and you don't know what's in it until you obviously open it, and then you may have a duplicate or you may have a brand new model. There are 9 to collect in the UK version. Games Workshop might release the other 4. When they were first released in Japan, there are 13 of them. So this is my review of Brother Remus. This is his head, I think. This is, I've narrowed it down, and he does have kind of like optics there if you wanted to use that head for him. It's difficult to sort of know because obviously he's just got a helmeted picture there and the same for there, but I'd assume it's that because I've fit the heads with all the others and they all work with the artwork and things. But it's just an example that you don't have to have them all with helmets. If you don't want to, you can have them with a bit more, I say, personality. So this is quite a cool model because it shows the missile in kind of mid-flight. It's just been launched out of that missile launcher, so it's a bit of an action shot. In the current Devastator box set, which I did a review quite a few years ago, you can actually sort of make this pose with the Devastator kneeling with these boots on and things. So the pose isn't necessarily new. You can get these missiles that are, you know, mid-flight as well. And the power pack and things are quite standard for missile launcher Space Marines. Now, of course, you can have him in a normal tactical squad, nothing stopping you there, or you can just have him as another missile launcher in a standard Devastator squad. So this guy's actually quite multi-purpose, a little bit like Brother Sergeant Sevastus in the sense that you can turn him into a captain. You can turn Remus into another addition to a Devastator squad, which I think you can make 2 or 3 missile launchers in that squad in that box set anyway. So there you go. You can use him there. Just do a couple of size comparisons. It's difficult because he's not stood up, but comparing him to an older Space Marine, even a normal Space Marine, is just a tiny bit higher than him, stood up fully. So you can imagine how much taller Remus would be if he was stood up. That just goes to show you the sizes. Compared to a Primaris Lieutenant Calcius is much bigger, but the proportions are definitely better now than they used to be with the older Space Marine models. What I'm going to do is just go through the rules for him and talk about that missile launcher. So you've got 2 options. You can have him in a tactical squad, or you can just throw him into a Devastator squad. Now he's going to cost the same points whether he's in a Devastator squad or he's in a tactical squad, which is normal power points cost of a 5 for the squad, or in a Devastator squad it's actually 8, but the model points itself in match play is 13 points. Now I'll go through the stat line and then I'll talk about that missile launcher. So his movement is 6 inches, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skill 3+, strength and toughness both 4, 1 wound, 1 attack, leadership 7 and a save of 3+. If he's in a tactical squad, the unit will contain 1 Space Marine Sergeant and 4 Space Marines, so you're going to have to surround him with a Sergeant and 3 more Space Marines. It can include up to 5 additional Space Marines. Each model is armed with a bolt gun, bolt pistol, frag grenades and crack grenades. How he would work in a tactical squad? Well, they've got some war gear options. If the unit contains less than 10 models, 1 Space Marine may replace his bolt gun with an item from the special weapons or heavy weapons list. That's what this Space Marine's done right here. However, if the unit contains 10 models, 1 Space Marine may replace his bolt gun with an item from the special weapons list, and 1 other Space Marine may replace his bolt gun with an item from the heavy weapons list. So you can have 1 with a flamer or a plasma gun and 1 with a missile launcher. This guy's got the missile launcher. And then abilities, and they shall know no fear, and combat squads. And of course combat squads just mean that a tactical squad containing 10 models may be split into 2 units, each containing 5 models. The keywords: Imperium, Adeptus Astartes, infantry and tactical squad. So let's just say he's replaced his bolt gun and wants to get a missile launcher. So instead of costing 13 points, he's then going to go up to 38 points because the missile launcher is pretty much worth double of him. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? But missile launcher is 25 points. What does it do though? I used to run quite a few tactical squads just with missile launchers because they were quite decent at tanks, but they also had an anti-infantry kind of role. They were quite flexible. They haven't really changed that much. It gives your 5-man or 10-man squad the chance to really launch something long range. It boosts their effective range to 48 inches. Normal bolt guns are typically 24 inches. This now doubles the range of that tactical squad, even if you have a little 5-man tactical squad, and that's where I'd use them. I'd hide a missile launcher Space Marine in a 5-man tactical squad and have the other 4 Space Marines just protect him. I think having a missile launcher in a 10-man tactical squad is still flexible, but you're not using the squad to its full potential if you're keeping 9 of the Space Marines just stood there just to fire 1 weapon. Enough about the tactics. The missile launcher itself, you can choose 2 firing options. So the first, which is a frag missile, is the anti-personnel kind of weapon. Its type is a heavy D6. So it's going to hit, you know, up to 6 things. Strength is only 4 though, AP is nothing, and damage is 1. So you've got the potential there. It could hit 1, but it could hit 6. It's still good in that respect because statistically you're going to hit 3. The old rules with the blast marker, typically you would hit 3, maybe 4. It depends how bunched up the enemy was. The second weapon profile though, same range, 48 inches, but it's a heavy one, strength 8, AP -2, and a damage of D6. Of course, it's not as powerful as the las cannon, which is strength 9 and AP -3, but it does have the same kind of damage dealing ability in terms of damage D6. So at least you retain that, but it just doesn't get through the armor as much as a las cannon. So a las cannon might be preferred over the missile launcher, and it is the same price, 25 points. So it's up to you if you want to retain some anti-personnel capability and hitting up to 6 enemies, or whether you want to go for full anti-tank and armor and just go for that las cannon. But I think the missile launcher is still a good choice. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about Space Marine Heroes Brother Remus. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the model? We've seen crouching Space Marines in this kind of firing pose before. I would have liked something extra on him just to set him apart a little bit more. I don't think he's as unique as a few of the others, but that's just my take on it. Put your opinions down below as always. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.